Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic related to Angular route, that is wildcard route. Prior to this session, we talked about the simplest example where we did the routing for a couple of components, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we are going to talk about the another example where we will be using the wildcard route. But before we discuss this session, I would suggest you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use wildcard route. But prior to that, you should know what is routing, why do we use routing, how to create a basic routing. So these all stuff, if you know, then it would be easier for you to grab the concepts. Okay, and for the sequential content, you can refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available for all of you in the description box. So from there you can take the reference of it. Alright, so let's get started. Here you can see I have just noted down a couple of pointers related to wildcard route. So one by one we will discuss the theoretical thing, and then we will create a practical example where we will explore the concept of wildcard route. Okay, alright, so let's see. Here you can see I have one app.component.html file, where firstly I put the primary heading that shows Angular 19 course by Sharmit. Then we have second heading that shows wildcard route in Angular. Okay, so this is our main topic for today, wildcard route in Angular. Then here I have noted down some of the pointers that will explain you the concept of wildcard route. So if someone asks you what is wildcard route, so you can simply say that in Angular a wildcard route is a defined with double asterisk. These stars, some people say it star, right? So these star or asterisks. So if in Angular app route.configuration file you find double asterisks, then you can say that we are using the wildcard route. Okay, so don't get confused. Like, you might see this kind of two asterisk in comments also, but don't think that it is a route. Okay, in the route file that I will show you like how to add this. In a route file, if you found these two asterisk, then that is a wildcard route path. Now what this wildcard route will do, so it matches any URL that is not already matched by your defined route. Okay, so let's say if it is if there is a route, there are predefined route, and out of those predefined route you are not able, like when you type something that is not in that predefined route, so in that case what it will do, it will match that route with a asterisk route that is called wildcard route. Okay, so usually it is used to handle the 404 or 404 found not found pages or redirects. Okay, so suppose we are trying to hit the route which is not existing, so in that case there should be some default route, right? So that default route can be created with the help of wildcard route. Now to explain this thing practically, like earlier, if you remember in last session we created these component, right? So we are going to use the same, because creating it again and explaining it again would take lots of time, and I want to make it as short as I can. So that's why like I'm using these three component, and that is why like I suggested you to follow the sequence. So here what we will do, like we will simply add one HR here, that is horizontal row, and after that what we will be doing, like we will be adding some thing here. Like you can see we have about, contact, services, right? So post that what we will do, we will simply add here like we need to use this okay, fine. So let's go to app dot, like firstly let me show you, okay, otherwise you will get confused. So in about component.html we have just noted down the about page. Similarly in contact we have mentioned the contact page. In third thing, that is this one, here we have service page. So we have three pages, right? In each component we just added this pages thing. So whenever user click on these pages, the link of these components, it will show them about, contact or service page. Now to configure it, what we will do, like we already did this, so you can go to app.route.ts file. Here you can see we have created the path. Now how to create the path? You can simply create one array. In that array you will keep these three things, like path for like firstly we created the path for about, so you just need to put an object, and inside that you will write path as about, component as about component, similarly contact, similarly services. So we just define these things. Okay, now next thing what we are going to do, we want to, like, let me show you like how to run this and what would be the issue if we are not using the wildcard, and then we will include the wildcard. Okay, so after defining the path, what we did in last session, we go to app.component.ts file. There we imported two required things, that is router link and router outlet. So you can see it is imported here. Fine, so this is imported. Like once this is imported, then you are good to write the logic in your HTML. So in HTML file we will write the logic for the links. Okay, so for that we will write here ul, that is for unordered list, then li. Okay, and here I will write a router link, but before that anchor tag. Okay, so here we will write router link, and in this router link we will specify the route where we want to move. So I want to move it to about, so I will just simply write like this. Okay, and here we can write about page. Clear? Likewise we will copy it, paste it 3 times for other routes. So here we will make it as contact, and then we will make it as about, then we have contact, then we have what we can say simply services, because this is the third route, and here also I will make the change as services. So these things we added. Perfect. Now what will it work? Not yet, because we have not included the router outlet, and router outlet is the thing that will replace the page, right? Perfect. Now you can go and here you can run ngserve -open, enter. Wait for a few seconds and then it will show you the output on the screen. Okay, so this is what we have got. Now here is the thing, like by default it takes us to the default. That means if we are not providing any route, like if once I click on this, it will take me to the about page, otherwise contact page. If I click on service, it will take me to the service page. That is fine. As per the flow it should be like this only. But what will happen if I try to put something that is not available? For example, if I put ABC and press enter, check my inspect. So in inspect console you will find that it is throwing error. Why? Because ABC is not there. So this is a technical thing, right? We open the inspect and we check that it is not working. But for user, if user try to put something like this, because we can allow them, right? Let's say if I want to directly go to contact, I can type it contact, so it is working, contact page is there. But if I put something that is not there, like ABC, so in that case user will try again and again and it will show nothing, right? So in that case user will not be able to understand what is happening. Technical person can go and check out in the inspect page, but the user is not that much of understandable of technical things, right? So that is why, like, we need to take care of this kind of scenario. So to implement this thing, we will use the wildcard route. So what will happen there, like if I am using wildcard route, so it will show me the 404 page found if none of these 3 route is clicked. Okay, later on I will also tell you like how to create the default route, but for now we will just keep it as like this only. Okay, so to implement the wildcard route, go to app.route.ts file. Let me close this application first. Okay, here what I will do, I will simply add another path, but before that we need a component also. So ng-gc, component name would be not found, and enter. Just take few seconds and it will add you the component. So you can see here not found is added, where we have these 4 files. Now click on .html. Here we can just simply write page or 404, not found, 4 not found. Okay, so this is the thing that I want to show when the user let me make it H1 so that you can see it highlighted. Perfect. Now save it Alright, so now we will configure it. So to configure it, let's go to app.route.ts file. Here you can add the path for this. So just simply go put object. Here you can write path colon, then we will write here not found or not. Here we will use asterisk. Okay, so this is the asterisk which we discussed during the this thing, right? We talked about this double asterisk, right? So this is the wildcard route. So here you can put like this, and then a comma, and after that we will add the component, and component will redirect it to the not found. So just simply write here not found component. Perfect. Save it, and now you can run the application. So ng serve --, open, enter. Just wait for a few seconds and it will show you the output. Yeah, so as I mentioned, like we have not set the by default route, that's why it is showing not found page, but that is fine. I'll tell you in the upcoming session like how to set by default page. But right now, if you put any valid route, let's say after this if I put slash and about, it will work. You can see about page is open. If I make it as contact, it will work. And same goes with link. If I click on about, it will show about. If I click on contact, working perfectly, services working perfectly. But if I put something that is other than about, contact and services, it will throw error. And this time we will be able to see page found, not found page 404. Okay, we can change it that description if you want, but that is just for your understanding purpose. Okay, so this is how we can use the wildcard route. So this is the wildcard route. So basically, if someone asks you what is wildcard route, you can simply say that it's a default page in case if any of the path is not any of the provided path not matched, then it will match it with the asterisk, and or you can say default route, and it will show the default component text from the content. Clear? So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topics. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.